News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone. It is 10:36, and it's one of our favorite times of the month. It is now time for Chamber on the Air with Lisa Workman, the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce president.
Hey, Dave, how are things going for you today?
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. It's March Madness. I'm kind of a mad person, so not really. I'm not mad. I'm more like mad crazy. But anyhow, it's all good. So March is already here. Things are rolling forward with the month. It looks like the month is rolled in like a lamb, and hopefully it stays that way throughout the month. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning into Chamber on the Air. This is a great opportunity for us where we get to share our members' stories and what's happening with them. So we've got great guests with us today. We're going to talk about trees and land and school and galas and enrollment and real estate and all kinds of things. But first, we get to talk about chamber stuff. So mark your calendars down. We have our next virtual Chamber Cafe on Thursday, March 14th, where you can tune in or dial in or zoom in from the comfort of your home, your office, your couch, or Mexico, if that's where you're at. Thursday, March 14th, starting at 7:30 in the morning, we've got a great lineup of guest speakers. They'll give you quick updates on what's happening in their organization. And at the end, we're going to draw for some gift cards for free breakfast. So you can sign up on our website at fergusfalls.com for virtual Chamber Cafe on March 14th. Also coming up next week, we are hosting speed networking at the Fergus Falls High School. We'll be at community education, and this is an opportunity for businesses to connect with potential student interns or potentially even meet some summer help if you're looking for summer helpers for the summer. So that's on March 11th. You can register for that on our website at fergusfalls.com. And then also, I just want to let people know or give you a reminder, if you are looking for student interns, we have some wage reimbursement grant dollars available through the Future Ready Workforce Fund. This is a partnership that we have with the Minnesota Chamber Foundation and the Greater Twin Cities United Way, where we are able to reimburse employers for their internship wages that they pay to high-demand, high-paying careers. So this is a great opportunity for businesses to get some exposure to young people about what careers they have available, and we'll even provide wage reimbursement. So that's the Future Ready Workforce Grant, and if you want more details on it, just give us a call at the Chamber at 218-736-6951. And with that, we are going to roll right into visiting with Bo West, who is with Hawkinsaw Tree Service. Bo, glad to have you on the show.
Well, thanks for giving us this opportunity to get our name out here in the community.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the services that you guys provide as a tree service company. Are you out there planting trees, or are you out there maybe eliminating the trees that could be trouble?
Not planting them yet. maybe down the road, but no, we're a tree service here right in Fergus Falls. We started, this will be our third full summer. We're a little unique in the aspect, there's lots of great tree companies in the area. We know that, but we're unique in the aspect that we kind of try to take our tree service a notch higher. We're just really professional. When you come onto our job site that we're doing, we want everybody looking the same. Very professional looking, safety oriented. We're actually, our parent company is a natural disaster relief company. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So we've kind of incorporated. In this day and age, you have to be diversified. So we have the natural disaster relief company, and we've come off of that into the tree service. And what we do is any given time we come to your house to do a traditional tree removal, stump grinding, trimming, forestry mulching, whatever it may be. At any given time, you could have a paramedic or a wildland firefighter out doing that job. So it's very safety oriented, and we just like to be professional and safe that way. So that's kind of how we're unique in the tree removal.
Makes it really special then too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been real good in that aspect, and we're just growing here in Fergus, and really this year we expect to do real well in the area. Just want to get our name out there.
And is now a good time for folks to be planning or to be having the trees come down?
Absolutely. We're stacking up bids right now. Traditionally, we wouldn't be terribly busy unless we were cutting boulevard trees on hard top roads and that kind of thing, because we would normally have a couple foot of snow on the ground.
Exactly.
But this year, that's not the case. So yeah, right now is a great time. Give us a call and we can get out and get a bid for you for any of those services.
That's the best place to start. And then what's the number, Bo, that folks can reach you at?
You can reach me at 218-600-5330. And then also you can go on to hawkandsaw.com. We have a website, a real nice website there. You can fill out an inquiry and I'll give you a call back and set up a time to come meet with you.
Sounds good. And get your pens handy. It's HAAKON, Hawkensaw.
Yep.
So, and of course, all the information is on the Chamber's website too at fergusfalls.com. So,
yeah. Well, Haken was a Norwegian king, so that should fit real good here in this area.
I like that. I like that. It's perfect for the area. Do you guys wear crowns when you're out cutting then? Or maybe hard hats?
Not yet, but maybe we could do it. We could make a crown hard hat for the Employee of the Month. That'd
That
be
would
a
be
good
a really
deal.
fun idea.
And we'll put Haken on it for him.
I like that. Well, Bo, thanks for joining us on the show today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
You bet. Well, we're going to switch gears a little bit and visit with Jeremy Kovash with Lakes Country Service Cooperative. And Jeremy, I had the opportunity to take a couple workshops out at Lakes Country, and the facility there, every time I walk into the old school building, I think, wow, what a great repurpose. How many years has it been since you've been in what I call that repurposed or reimagined location?
Yeah, we thanks, Lisa. Thanks for having me again today. We purchased that school building, the old Jefferson School, from the Fergus Falls School District back in 1988, and kind of lived there for a while. And then in 2014, we were able to remodel and make it our own.
Has it been 10 years already? Oh my
sure
gosh!
has, yep.
It still looks brand new, and what a great facility! It's just such a pleasure to get to take workshops there and things like that too.
Yeah, thank you. We're very, very proud of the facility and our ability to serve our members in that way.
You bet. And that's just one of the areas that you guys work in through as far as education. It's not just education and working with school districts. Tell the folks about other things that Lakes Country Service Cooperative does.
Sure. We serve and lead our communities, and our communities in our case are very broad. So that doesn't just mean Fergus Falls or Underwood, but it means communities of schools, cities, counties, other governmental agencies, and nonprofits. So we serve and lead in varying ways with all of those different groups. So we have well over 100 employees, close to 150.
Wow!
And we provide services in all those areas in leadership. In leadership development, health and safety work, insurance and risk management, technology services, procurement for all of those entities. And then certainly, still our hallmark remains the work that we do with school districts.
Absolutely, yeah. Which is so important now. That workforce now is our future employment or our future workforce. So those schools, as they're learning those skills throughout the way, that's what brings it to our business community down the road.
Yeah, our newest innovation is called Minnesota CT, Minnesota Career and Technical Education, and we do not only induction and mentoring for new teachers, we do preparation and licensure. So we'll take non-traditional educators, non-traditional folks, and help them obtain licensure.
Sure. So maybe folks who have an expertise in marketing or engineering or graphic design, where they have that skill, but now they really feel the passion to teach, but they don't maybe want to go to college for 4 more years to get an education degree.
Right. So we can assist.
I'm following?
Yep.
All
We
right.
can assist in that way, especially, we're very strong in the career and technical education world. So you're talking about work-based learning, those
Sure.
kind of things. So we're really trying to connect school to industry and manufacturing, both our educators and teachers, and kids as well. So we're very proud of that work and the growth of Minnesota career and technical education and licensure, and working with industry and teachers to provide those opportunities, because we know there's a high demand for those. As you
High
mentioned.
demand, absolutely, yeah. And now you've broken down one of those barriers of getting folks that are passionate about their industry, now sharing that passion with students as a teacher too. So what a great opportunity for that. So if folks want to know more about what Lakes Country Service Cooperative offers, I know we talked about a number of different things. What's the best way to get information?
Yeah, our website is www.lcsc.org, and there's a lot of information there, including contact information to reach out to our office. In general, we find that we might serve a certain niche for our membership and servant leadership. So, a church, as an example, might like to participate with Lakes Country for procurement.
Sure.
They might order their white cut copy paper for
That's
church
what I think
bulletins.
of, office paper.
Yep, exactly, office supplies and so on. But the county, Otter Tail County, as an example, they utilize us for health and safety work, procurement, leadership development, a lot of partnerships with mental health.
Yep.
Early childhood education. So there's just a lot of different partnerships, and they're varied. So, we're not a one-stop shop, but we try to be a one-stop shop for service and leadership for those communities.
Yep. Provide a lot of different benefits to your members and, again, to the community, too. And when you speak of over, nearly 150 employees, many of them are outside of Fergus Falls and working throughout the region as well.
Correct. Yeah, we're
Great
regional
team
and
there.
really statewide and really nationally based. But we try to do most of our work in North Dakota or in Minnesota and North Dakota. But almost all of our employees live in Minnesota, and a vast majority of them live in Otter Tail County.
Sure. Well, they do a great job as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thanks, Jeremy, for joining us on the show to talk a little bit more about Lakes Country Service Cooperative and Career and Tech Ed. We've been talking a little bit about workforce when we talk about the grant opportunity that the Chamber has available and how many jobs people have brought people to the community, with Rick Scher on talking about Live Wide Open, that, everybody working together makes things happen. So, again, thanks so much for joining us on Chamber on the Air today.
You're very welcome.
We are going to take a short break here, Dave, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about education. We're going to talk about a gala. We're going to talk about homes with trees. See, we're going to connect all the dots together today, so stay tuned.
Oh man, I'm so hungry.
I'm starving too.
We don't have anything in the fridge. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Premier Meats and Seafoods. Premier Meats? Where's this? Where are we? Premier Meats and Seafoods? Awesome! We stick a reputation on every bite. Premier Meats and Seafood.
It's a big weekend for us. We're really excited. It's been a lot of work, but we're excited to invite the community to join us here and share a beer. We don't call it a tap room here, we call it the Great Room, and it's a place to come and gather, and I think that's what we were able to put together.
We have the Northern Light Lager, we have a Bucket Pale Ale, an Amber Ale, the Star Island IPA, a Mango Double IPA, and then a Belgian Triple. The Northern Light is probably like for the people who like the Miller Lite, Coors Light, maybe like Busch. That's like easy drinking, like summer beer. That's the one I always recommend to people who are not familiar with craft beer. It's kind of a good entryway to the craft beer. The Amber Ale is kind of like a breakfast beer. It's got a good malty, dark flavor to it. The Pale Ale is a classic, like bitter pale ale, not too hoppy. It's got a really balanced flavor for people who really like that hoppy flavor. The Star Island is also a very balanced IPA between the malts and the hops and everything like that. The Mango is unique. It's a very hoppy, sweet, flavorful beer that I think a lot of people really love or you hate it. There's no really in between. And then the Belgian Triple is it's a very sweet and heavy malty beer. It's like 9.2%, so it's a dangerous beer, but we poured it in a 10-ounce glass for that reason. It's probably my favorite of the 6 because it's good, yeah.
Well, being from Fergus Falls, we wanted to be a part of the downtown culture that's here, and we also wanted to be on the riverfront. It's incredibly beautiful. We're very fortunate to have several miles of river flowing straight through the downtown area of our town, and so we set our eyes on this area. We didn't know that it would be so good. I mean, we're right here, a block from the main intersection, but we also feel like we have this oasis where that busyness of downtown is kind of cut off, and we have a relaxing atmosphere.
Newstalk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone as we're back on with Chamber on the Air.
You bet. Thanks, Dave. Well, we've got lots more to talk about today. We're going to visit next with Jake Raths, who's a principal, member of Lakes Country Sewers Cooperative, but the principal at Our Lady of Victory School right here in Fergus Falls. Jake, glad to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to be here and talk about our school and some upcoming events. So thank you.
It's fun to, when we talk about school, that there are still things that the parents can get involved in too. So we're not talking about what's happening necessarily in the classroom, but this is something that will benefit the classroom. So let's talk about your gala that's coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. On April 6th, in about a month from today, we got our 15th annual Spring Gala happening. It's a large fundraiser. It's our biggest fundraiser of the school year for our school. Parents can come out and enjoy a night away from kiddos, enjoy some delicious food and play games. We have a live and silent auction, and the funds raised help keep tuition costs down for our families and just help fund our overall budget for the year. So it's a great time. It's open to the public if anyone is interested to come. You do not have to be a family at our school. So
fantastic. So tickets are available to anyone, whether they attend OLV Church, whether they have students in the school, anyone in the community can come out. And from what I understand, you guys put on a great event, just spectacular gala. So a fun night for folks. So they should be marking their calendars for April 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. April 6th, our gala is always the first Saturday after Easter weekend. And yeah, Lisa, tickets are still available. You can call our school office, 736-6661, to inquire about tickets. The evening will be catered by Union Eatery and Toast, so it's going to be some delicious food. So
absolutely. Something definitely to look forward to and mark on the calendar. And like you said, this is something that helps with keeping tuition affordable for students. What about, if people are thinking about, maybe they've got 4 and 5-year-olds at home, or maybe they've just moved to the area and are thinking, well, what are our variety of options that we have for education? Tell us about what you guys have going on as far as enrollment.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Lady of Victory, OLV, we have preschool through 6th grade at our school. Our preschool program offers a full day to 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, and it's 2 days a week, either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, with the option of a Friday add-on. K through 6 is your typical 5 days a week, all day long. One of the perks about OLV is we do offer before and after school childcare. So if parents have to work early, they can drop their kids off starting at 7:30. And then after school, we have childcare until 5 o'clock for those who have to work late or run errands or whatever.
That is fantastic, because childcare, we talked a little bit about workforce, and we're going to talk about housing. We talked about trees. But when we talk about childcare, that's something that there is such a lack of. So that is a huge perk, that there's before and after childcare available, where the kids can just be dropped off and picked up in one spot.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, they can hang out in the morning, play and color, and we offer breakfast every morning. And then after school, they get a snack and play outside or inside if the weather is bad out. But yeah, it's a great program that we have to offer aside from our regular school day.
And then can folks come and set up tours, or when's the best time to start enrolling for the 2024-25 school year?
Yeah, we are currently accepting registration for preschool through 6th for next year. You can go to our website, ffolvschool.org, or call that same number, 736-6661, or stop by. We're on Cavour, just behind Gate City Bank. you can call or stop by and set up a tour. We'd be happy to see you. And the great thing about our school is, it's a Catholic school, but you do not have to be Catholic to attend.
So good point.
Yeah, we have many Catholic and non-Catholic families. So anyone's welcome.
Just another great option for education in the Fergus Falls area.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Jake, for joining us on the show today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
And we know that folks, one of the first things they do, they when people are thinking about moving to the area, they think about the education, the different entertainment options, things like that. But they also look at housing. And we've got a new expert. Well, she's been an expert for a while, but new to Fergus Falls. Danny Haas is joining us from Minnesota Lands and Home Real Estate. And Danny, you've been doing real estate for many years, and now in the Fergus Falls area. It must have been, meant to be with the name of the business, Minnesota Lands and Homes, because we have lots of land in Otter Tail County.
Yes. Actually, our broker, when he picked the name, he goes, I want to be able to sell anywhere in Minnesota. He's actually got a place in Brainerd. So, he definitely picked that name, and it's stuck. And so I'm like, hopefully we could do like add a little lakes in there off of that. But yeah, we are a company we've been in business for over 25 years. We have a licensed appraiser in our office. And I actually just got my associate broker license.
Fantastic.
So yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's definitely, it's a lot of work, but it's good. It's definitely to represent our buyers and sellers much better in the big scheme of real estate. So
absolutely. And, we're talking with Bo with Hawkinsaw Tree Service about how the fact that they're, with this early spring, they're maybe getting out to do trees sooner than before. I would imagine the spring market could be taking off sooner than it feels like in other years. People are a little more anxious. What are some tips, Danny, maybe that you have to talk about folks getting ready to sell?
Yep. Declutter. I mean, honestly, that is the number one thing. We walk into a house and it's, you just accumulate so much.
Yeah, 20 years worth of stuff. If you've been there 20 years.
Yes.
Right?
You go into my mom's house. I'm like, Mom, you got to get rid of that. You got to get rid of that. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. Show your home, in its best light. And that would definitely be something I would say to every single person. It doesn't matter who you are. You accumulate so much you don't need. So
absolutely. So declutter.
Yes.
So we want to give people a tip, start thinking about these things now before you call Danny to list your home. But one of the things with Minnesota Lands and Homes too is that you guys are very community oriented. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. So West Central Association of Realtors is a association that our company is a part of. And they actually have a program right now that is called Realtors Helping Communities Food Shelf. So what we did is we nominated the Fergus Falls Community Food Shelf, and they got it. So in March, we are going to be collecting, I should say, food shelf items, and then we also donate a check to the food shelf from our association. There are a couple boxes around town. They are these cute little house boxes. If you go into the bowling alley or into BMO Bank, they look like a little house. You just throw it in there, and they'll let us know that they're there, and we can pick them up for you guys. But yeah, we love giving back to the community, and we want to see it strive. So, on top of that, another thing that we are doing, or Minnesota Lands, we have an agent also out of Rothsay. So he's new. He's just kind of started with us in the last 6 months. But we're going to be doing a donation to anybody or not to anybody, but to any organization that they choose. So if you buy a house with me or sell a house with me or land or commercial properties, we'll do a donation in your name to a community. So
that is fantastic.
Yeah. So like if it's whether it be the arts program at the school or if a tree service, whatever it may be that you wanted to do it towards, we will put that donation towards that because we want to see everybody strive.
That is fantastic. And I love the fact that you guys are helping with the food shelf. March is Food Shelf Month. So if you see the cute little boxes, there's one that even popped up at the chamber office.
Yeah,
you can stop down at the chamber too, and folks can make a donation, whether they write a check to the food shelf or if they want to bring, non-perishable food items, drop those off at many of those locations. What a great thing for you guys to do.
Thank you. Yes, we love helping. That's what your realtor should do. They want to help and be there for you guys every step of the way. So,
well, it's an important role that you take in helping folks either move to a different home within the same community or move into a new community. Mm-hmm. Realtors make it happen. They're the experts. Trust them. Don't try to do it yourself. You don't want to learn the hard way on something like that, too. So, again, we're so glad that you're here in the Fergus Falls area. All your contact information is available on the Chamber website, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Awesome. Well, thank you, Danny, for joining us, and thanks to your company and the association for giving back to the community, too.
Thank you for having us.
You know, it has been my pleasure visiting with our great Chamber members today. They are what makes this community so special and so fantastic. Just want to thank all of you for being here today, and for all of our Chamber members for making the Fergus Falls area such a great community. If you want to find out more about any of them, details, contact information, check out the Chamber's website at fergusfalls.com and click on the business directory. I'm Lisa Workman. This has been Chamber on the Air. We will see you at Chamber Cafe, the virtual version, March 14th. And we will see you in April for our next Chamber on the Air. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Lisa. Coming up on 11 o'clock, Derek City will take it through KBRFradio.com news.